All right. This might be the fastest I've ever completed a sketchbook. And I think that means A, I'm feeling better, and B, I'm getting into a groove. Oh, when did I finish it? Today. I think I finished it today. I don't have a pen here. I'll have to do, oh, here we go. What is it, June 1st? Yeah, that's like, this was halfway through March too, so it was really April, May, maybe 2.5 months. These are not fun to draw on. All Pinterest. Sometimes I don't even look for Pinterest things. I just draw the first thing that comes up on my screen. That way, once I start looking for images, then all of a sudden I'm looking for an hour. So, my friend's daughter doesn't look like her. I mean, like, I struggled, right? I think that's clear on both pages. I don't know what I was doing here. I've got some art supplies that I have purchased but never use, and so I've moved them to next to me on the couch, so I will use them more. Right? You can see I'm sure it's crayons and oil pastels and some other stuff. And then I'll be drawing images from Pinterest, and I've been practicing just going in with a pen just to build up my line confidence. But then these are like quotes. I think I can tell I was watching, oh my God, Seinfeld. Like, this is the episode where Kramer brought Dominicans. More Seinfeld. Random people, my daughter's cats. Again, I've filmed several of these in a row, so it's not again to you, but I'm used to starting light and building to dark, but I'm trying to just use markers, or, bolder colors. Oh yeah, here's my Raising Arizona page. Although it doesn't really look like, you would think Nicolas Cage would be super easy to draw because he has such distinct features, right? Like, they're long, his eyes, but I had trouble capturing his likeness. I kept trying even here, but then I moved on. We got Heath Ledger, Hank Azaria in The Birdcage. I don't know who that is. Random guy, Tom Selleck, Jeff Goldblum, a young Jeff Goldblum, Hugh Laurie, Rich Ayode, Covens and Witches, Trying at the Beach with My Friends, same. Just more Pinterest pictures, photographs. This was painting with my friend Vanita. Vanita Paints. She's on Instagram too. But we were at a local arboretum. It was fun. Oh, and this was so much fun. I was painting, and then this little girl came up and she was super interested. So I just let her paint all over. And then afterwards, I went in and kind of added more pattern or something. So is it a pretty painting? Maybe, maybe not. Does it bring such fond memories back to me? Ugh, wonderful. More painting in the park. Melanie Linsky. Chris A. I helped him. He designed it, but I kind of like helped him. Did I help him? I think I just digitized it. I don't even know if it was that much help. Chris, if you're watching, was it even helpful? It was more of a pain. I did this one. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pink. Like the white oil pastel or crayon or whatever did not knock it back nearly as much. So then I did this one. And then, but when I see them both together, I'm like, gosh, I think I like the pink one better. I don't know. I was going to make a homemade Nirvana poster for my friends. This is a night scene at a local cafe. Not a fan. I love the cafe. I don't love the drawing. That's what I'm not a fan of. This drawing, however, same cafe. Love it. I mean, I don't like how the bled over, but I thought it turned out nice. Practicing doing buildings and houses. You know, after this, I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Tree. I guess you don't need me. I guess that's obvious. My nephew's in a band. Ugh. And I was drawing this. There's parts that I really love, like, oh my gosh, this back here in the how the stars kind of I love that. Like, I mean, I like this. I kind of went a little too far with this. If I can figure out how, I'll post it here. I took a picture earlier in the drawing. So if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put that here along with the image that I was drawing from. Oh, I made my own prescription. I've been sending prescriptions to friends. You know, like, watch this TV show. Come to my house. This is Chris A. and his bandmate Sam. This one didn't, you know, I was so excited after this one, and then I did this one. I was like, meh. I mean, it's fun. It's kooky. It's quirky. And then having so much, if you're on Pinterest at all, you'll recognize, I'm sure, because what I'll see, sometimes it's not even, I'll see other artists' sketchbooks. I'm like, I've drawn that picture. I've drawn that person. I've drawn that scene, which I think is really cool. Like, it's kind of fun to see how different people handle things. Anyway, these are just two images from Pinterest of shop fronts. Trees. I have a commission that is a landscape and Pacific Northwest themed. And so I've been doing, that's why you're seeing so many tree studies. And then I think, oh, Charleston, that's a suburb of the town that I live in. And someone had posted like a kid's school pictures from 65. That guy's cute. Was this from, yeah, it must have been from a Pinterest photograph, I'm sure. Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. This one, see, okay, so, all those, I don't know if you've seen my last two sketchbook tours or even earlier in here where I was like, yeah, I'm trying out new materials. I'm not liking it. There was a few other ones where I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying out these new materials. Oh, it was this one. But then here we go. Those are all those new materials. I love how that one turned out. I was bummed that the whatever from the other side bled through, but there you go. Don't hate that one. See, and again, like I tried these other drawings where I'm starting with, instead of always starting with my lightest tone and building to my darker values, I'm kind of reversing it to get, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, and so the first, 5 or 6 that I drew, I don't know if you've seen the, in the other sketchbook tours, but were very unsuccessful. And now I'm like, ooh, okay, I like it. I never sign anything. I have no idea why I think I was practicing, right? Who knows? Flight. This was a flight to, I kind of like this tree. St. George. It doesn't look like him, but I was watching when I was in St. George, I was watching The Closer, which I'm actually, it's a super cheesy show. That being said, I watched all of it and I really enjoyed it. But J.K. Simmons was in it, and I don't think it looks like him, but whatever. It was still a good exercise, you know. This is my friend's grandma in the like 40s or 50s, which it was so hard to draw, like the way that they pose their ankles, their feet, their feet look deformed. And I kept looking back and forth between the photo and this. I'm like, that's what it's doing. It's just such a foreign pose to us, you know, now. I wonder if these are maybe from Fleabag. Me and my friend Michelle. Sorry, Michelle, if you're watching this. It didn't turn out well, so I tried to scrape the oil pastel off. I was like, whatever. That's kind of a cute little orange. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in the town where I live, like I was coming home from a trip and I turned a corner. I live in a very rural, remote, isolated, teeny little town. Well, I don't know, teeny, a small town. And I turned the corner and there was this woman in this granny square. It was like a crocheted cardigan and it was granny square and it was olive green, neon orange, neon pink, and black. Oh, it was so good. So good. And so I had my son take a picture of the sweater. And now it's in my little, I have another sketchbook that has all my color combination catalogs. Oh, just trying to get back in the groove. How does drawing? You know, I was on like a 3-week trip or something. Yeah, I finished this in 2.5 months. And for 2 weeks of those, I wasn't even drawing. Let's see. Mark S. Mary. You know, again, this is, I'm sure it's Catherine O'Hara. It doesn't maybe read as her, but, you know, if you just got a marker, you just go for it, right? Right, like I'm trying to, if I am going to start with a markered shape, it's going to be with like a highlighter or like the quietest marker I can find. And now I'm trying to start with like, well, that's pretty quiet, but what happens if I start with the darkest marker? Oh, and these, I pulled out my acrylic inks. And then, you know, the oil pastels are still around. So I was like, well, let's see what happens. That's another art supply that I have and have had for a long time and never used. So not a fan. I mean, of this page. I will continue to work with the supplies. Well, okay, but then I did this. Same thing. I went in, like this is just acrylic ink. And so I did something like this on all of these pages. And so this one, I hate it. I mean, yeah, I hate it. Then I was like, oh, okay. Cause I was like, oh, this did not work. As I was painting this, I was like, oh, this did not work. This did not work. I'm never using these again. Use them again. Like, oh, that turned out nice. I just left that one though. I wasn't going to fight it. Oh, and did I just breeze past? As I was looking past, I saw, I have like a black, maybe I didn't even address it. I don't know what happened. I put black paint over it and I'm sure I was going to come back and do something and I never did. Same thing, those acrylic inks, you know, and trying to light, I don't know, it's a different approach when I'm trying really hard to correct the values, as opposed to starting light and gradually getting darker and darker and darker. So this is just another unexpected way of, I don't know. Liza Minnelli, Tablescape. That was, okay, yeah, well, you'll see. You've seen me heading this direction We're getting there. Danny DeVito. Jack Black, and that's just a colored pencil. Oh, my friend who also enjoys Severance, it was his birthday, so that's him as a Severance employee, a severed employee. My friend's garden, which was that this one where, no, must have been the other one. Oh, this very same friend and I and her husband went to see John Mulaney live at an outdoor amphitheater in Eugene. And we had so much fun, and we did so many fun things that I was kind of like, I wanted to make like a, I don't know, a more well thought out, like a journal page or something. So I was kind of trying to figure out how it would go. And there it is. We drove to Eugene, the whole time talking about who we think the best comedians are. When we got to Eugene, we ate at Chicha. There's my friend Kay. There's all of our food. There's her husband's hands. There's the ticket. This is my favorite part. Well, the whole thing is my favorite part. I think that looks so cool. Ticket. Then we saw John Mulaney and others with very special guests, Fred Armisen and Mike Birbiglia. And there's another guy there, Ricky. I don't remember his last name, and then the next day we went to the Saturday market. Kay got a pair of shoes and strawberries. I met my kiddo there. It was fun. And this is such a fun, I don't know. Maybe yeah, fun. Now we'll see if I can turn it. What my plan for this was my study, and then I'm going to paint one for my friends. But of course, once it comes to like, oh, now it's on a piece of paper or a canvas, then all of a sudden everything gets overworked, or, you know, suddenly the stakes are so much higher, and so it's so much more challenging. So we'll see. So I was going to say, and I'm going to make one for my friends, but then I stopped myself because I'm like, am I? We'll see. Maybe I got some new markers. Oh, supplies I never use. Trying to use them. Trying to figure out how I like to use them. This is supposed to be Steve Martin in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, but I wouldn't say it looks like him, but when you draw, you know, like when you sketch with markers, there's no undoing it, which is fine. I think it looks cool. I really like the white space. Like I'm trying to not have everything be so busy and crammed together. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. So I did this, I did this, and then I was like, oh, what if I have a dark, a medium, and a light, and I try to build it up that way, like go work dark to light. Yeah, I don't think it worked, but whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, then this is where the tablescaping. I was like, why don't I draw food? Like my favorite things are like eating and hanging out with friends. Why am I not drawing, you know, evidence of a dinner party, right? Maybe that'll be my next series. Who knows? So this is where it begins. And this is also where I was like, I'm always trying to be loose and like make it harder on myself by not using pencil and not getting too tight. What if I just lean into it? So I had fun. Cocktails. Like these blueberry pancakes. Oh my gosh. That bottle, love. I had a really good time. Ugh. Burger? Forget it. Olipop? Look at this cocktail. Love it. You know, and then trying to be even more abstract, like not so, this one's more representational. This one's getting more stylized, which I like. Let's stick with booze, Josie. This was fun. Getting a little overly textured for my taste, you know. And Harold and Maude. I love this one of Harold. This does not read as Maude one single bit. And then back to Witches and Covens. This one, I like how this one turned out. Like her hands are so big that I don't know, it's just exaggerated in a way that I like. Oh, that's Bill Hader, Stevie Nicks. Fish and Food. I think I did all of these pencil drawings like in one night, you know, with the TV going, of course. See, and then, you know, all these ones with the marker where I go in dark and it doesn't work. I like that one. And I started with the dark marker. So I guess that'll be my biggest takeaway from the sketchbook. Obviously, I'm still watching the Trailer Park Boys. Some of the most quotable lines. As a matter of fact, there's so many that I can't remember any of them. What was I using here? Maybe a brush pen. Maybe? Oh, or a fountain pen with a angled nib. Javier Bardem. I sold my shop back. I got a new pen, but the nib already, am I pushing too hard? This one hasn't even been refilled, but I'm struggling with these Safari pens. Love that. And again, you know, the previous ones that I didn't think worked, these ones I think worked. Like, you know, with the starting out dark and trying to lighten. I like this little corner down here. That's fun. I like it. You know, like I feel like it's combining ideas. Like the pencil drawings and the marker and I don't know. And then getting soft. I like going between no blending at all and then real soft blending, which you will start to see more of that here pretty soon too. Betty White. This was also Betty White, but whatever. So I like her sweater though. These were fountain pens with the Fude. I don't know why I keep doing that. Because the nib is bent, that's why. Courtney Love and Sinead O'Connor. More Nick Cage. Oh, so I was going to do a quick study, right? Just like a warm up to get ready for this commission that I'm working on. And 4 hours later, but man, it looks lush. It's a little too green, but that was fun. Miss Hannigan. But then it's just like with Gilda Radner. And oh, maybe that was a different sketchbook. Her hand got way too small. So then I tried it again. And like, yeah, this is fine. I mean, she looks about 30 years younger, but that was fun. Like, I think this has Carol Burnett's longer face more, but that hand is more proportionate. So what are you going to do? My kids and I on Mother's Day went to, there's like a little grove that has a ton of pitcher plants in. No, are those pitcher plants? Darlingtonia. And they took a picture of me and I was doing the like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Oh, if I figure it out, I'll put a picture right here. Now I'm getting ready to be done with the sketchbook. This is a picture I found on my phone of my daughter when she was little. Marcus, have you ever tried rigatoni pasta? I don't know. Have you guys seen all those Marcus videos? They're the funniest things ever. See, then this real soft colored pencil I've been enjoying. That's kind of fun. My pie hole is my favorite hole. I don't hate these. I kind of like how loose, but I don't know. I don't know what I like about them, I guess. They're like kind of loose, but also kind of tight. And then these are school pictures from the 50s, maybe. That was fun. Actually, this is the last one. I did this morning. This was so much fun. Love that one. Anyway, just with colored pencils, different shades of blue, you know, with the obvious other thing. Cute. This is the first one. I actually really like that one too. But this I drew with my friend's toddler. Love that little guy. And that little guy too, but that little drawing. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.